the yay say. Get it with the say. Yeah, I don't care what CC or E say.
Or he say or she say, money in a briefcase. Nigga must be Philly cause I'm getting that cheese. Oh, that's a scummy bitch. Oh, I think that bitch is TK. Oh, she gon' learn today. I tell that bitch to do a three-way. If you feeling lucky, I might go in for the sweepstakes. Big nuggies in this blunt, like I'm smoking or in PJ. And then like I am Canelo, I'm a fucker in my PJs.
Now, whatever you do, don't push this button.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
That's right.
I am Groot.
No! No, that's the button that will kill everyone!
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Vontae the First, back again with another video. Sound very nasally and shit right now because I got some sinus issues going on, so bear with me. It shouldn't be bad though, obviously. You already know, a week from now, 7 days from now, JJK Season 2 will be dropping, and I will be reacting, so if you're new to the channel or if you already have been on this channel, pull up. Help your boy out, stay tuned. We're going to be reacting to it. It's going to be lit, all right? It's going to be very, very lit. So, with that being said, stay tuned for that. Anyway, though, last chapter, chapter 226, Gojo flipped the script. He reversed. Literally, figuratively, all that. Metaphorically, all that. He flipped the script on Sukuna. So the genius that Gojo is, he ends up pretty much like sacrificing his body throughout that whole encounter inside of Sukuna's domain, getting cleaved, getting cut and all this shit, bleeding, just getting cut everywhere, trying to fight back and all this stuff. I'm thinking like, damn, are you gonna try to use reverse curse technique? But I'm like, well, you're not gonna have time because Sukuna could easily just cleave, just slice him, right? But the genius that he is, he ends up replenishing or regaining his curse technique. So instead of using a reverse curse technique to heal himself, he uses it to basically replenish from that burnout from his curse technique, which is very unique. I don't think we've ever, we haven't ever seen this in the series. Even the boy Jujutsu was like, yo, is that even possible? What the hell is Gojo doing? He was doing this thing, and he does reversal red, and he shoots Sukuna right into the domain. So I'm assuming that the domain is going to dissipate, and then they're going to be fighting again outside the domain. So right now, Sukuna and Gojo, they're going back and forth. One of them get the upper hand by the end of the chapter, and it just keeps going. So we'll see how this ends. I have no spoilers from this week. I didn't even see a name trend on Twitter, which usually I do see. So I wonder how this chapter going to go. But without further ado, let's get into this chapter. Let's get into chapter 227 of Jujutsu Kaisen right about now. Alright. So the color page we got here. So we got, okay, I like that we got the color for this. So they colored basically the last panel of the chapter, kind of, when he had shot him into the shrine. Alright. Gojo switches to the offensive, but the mechanics aren't understandable. Is those crows? Oh, that's May's crows. Yeah. By using the reverse curse technique, he healed the burnout. It's a curse technique? Okotsu. I wouldn't say it's impossible since Gojo Sensei is doing it right now, but the feeling of the curse technique burning out from domain expansion is completely different from your body hurting. To put it into words, though it isn't broken, if it overheats, it's like machinery where you have to wait for it to cool down, You mean to say that the reverse curse technique can fix but can't cool you down? That's what I was thinking, but it seems I didn't understand it enough. But isn't Gojo Sensei doing something really overwhelming? You can expand the range, right? Look at them boys smiling. At that point, at that moment, Sukuna tried to expand the range of the malevolent shrine. Are you stupid? What are you thinking? Infinite void. Oh, so they're about to do it again? They're really about to do it again? What the hell? Gojo Satoru expanded his domain again. Is he trying to do the same thing again? He's not that naive. Obviously, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, okay, well what's he cooking? I'm going to let him cook. I'm going to let the boy cook, you know what I'm saying? We got commentary from literal characters in the series is asking the same questions that we might be thinking. I'm going to let him cook. Let's see what he got going on. I see. It won't break this time. He switched the conditions inside and outside the domain. Meaning that this barrier is powerful against outside attacks. How can he change the conditions of the domain so easily? Oh my, look at that art. Damn. that art from that malevolent shrine like crazy, and you see the infinite void going around it too. You see like the little stars and shit. Let's start over. So they're gonna do it again, and they're boxing again in the domains. I can't wait to see what this look like in the anime when it comes to like the color and all that kind of shit. You know, with both of these domains like combined together and shit. Like that shit wild. Okay, it look like he used a reverse curse technique because you kind of tell that he's like healing. It looks like, I think. Seriously, Sukuna? Wait, seriously? Sukuna can. What is he doing? Use domain amplification while in a domain expansion. Really? He's getting used to it. The output is increasing too. You can't use your body's innate curse technique when you use domain amplification. Yeah. Once you add the curse technique to the domain, the story changes. You see, this is one thing, I think I've said it before, but this is what I like about this fight, is that this really is a fight of the strongest sorcerers. Like, not only are they just doing shit because they can, you know, they have the energy, they have the output, they have all that, you know. They have all the attributes that are on it. So, like, it's just cool to see how they're applying different things of what we know of from the Jujutsu sorcerer world, like domain amplification, curse technique, reverse curse technique, domain expansion, simple domains. Like, they're utilizing all these things and doing very clever shit with it because, like I said, they can. They have access to it, and it makes sense that how they're doing it. You know, we haven't really seen this a lot throughout the series because other characters just can't do the same shit that they can. They're simply not them. You feel me? So I like how the fight keeps going back and forth, back and forth. One person got something up their sleeve, the other person got something else up their sleeve, and they keep going back and forth. It's kind of like with the Kenjaku and Tsukumo fight a little bit, where it's like they both just throwing shit out. Of course, she couldn't go all out because the plan that they had didn't really allow her to, so that's why that ended differently. But it's similar to this, where it's like both are smart, both are doing things that are crazy, you know, and they can. Special grades. Well, who cares? Hold on, let me look at this. Once you add the curse technique to the domain, the story changes. Yeah. Right. Did they punch each other, or it looked like, yeah, I think they did. I think he punched Sukuna in like his rib or his stomach, and then Sukuna kind of punched Gojo, or did he miss? He looked like he missed. What? Inside my domain, Sukuna's must-hit curse technique seems to be turned off. Okay. Interesting. The people that aren't affected by the infinite domain are... Hold up. This, like I said, this shit look raw, though. It look raw. Oh, this is Geto talking. Alright, so, I mean, not Geto. Kenjaku. My bad. Kenjaku. The people that aren't affected by the infinite domain are Gojo Satoru himself and the person he is touching. Right. I already experienced it. For Sukuna to destroy Gojo Satoru's domain from the outside, he narrowed the range to increase the power. By getting rid of the must-hit effect inside to enhance the power outside, and by touching Gojo Satoru to survive the infinite void. Okay, yeah, the domain got destroyed again. Again. It's a fly in my face, get out of my face, motherfucker. Anyway, again. So yeah, it breaks again. Gojo Satoru's domain has collapsed, right? Let's start over. And there it goes. Bam, he gets hit. Why? Perhaps Sukuna also changed his domain. Like, look at it. They both just, you know what I'm saying? Uno revert. Like, why? Why they keep reversing? They keep reversing shit over and over. It's like a technical wrestling match where you just reversals upon reversals upon reversals upon reversals. Technicians. God damn it. Hey, if that guy dies, I'm really going to go out and fight. Don't stop me. I like that we got Kashimo saying that right now. Cause I kept thinking like, okay, so like when Gojo or whoever, like when he lose, right, or whatever, like Kashimo, you gonna go out there? Like, are you ready? Cause you have been studying. So I'm like, you must still got that curse technique up your sleeve that you think can really do damage. Because like, at this point, if you're watching the two strongest fighting, why would you think that you even have a fighting chance at this point? But it seems like he probably do, because he still wants to go out there and fight. So we'll see what happens. The cuts are shallow. Okay, yeah. I learned it when I was a kid, but after I started to use my domain, I stopped using it. I learned it when I was a kid, but after I started to use my domain, I stopped using it. What was it? So this is something he got in his bag. This is something that we've been thinking about, like with Gojo. Like, you obviously got some shit in your bag that you just haven't either done in a while, or that you haven't really maybe mastered, or I don't know. I would think he would have mastered pretty much everything that he got in his arsenal. So maybe just something that he hasn't used in a while. But it seems it's not bad. Falling blossom emotion. What is that? No idea. I don't know. Beats me. Achan, you know too much. It feels kind of scary. It's a secret anti-domain technique that passed down in the big three sorcerer families. Secret anti-domain technique that passed down in the big three sorcerer families. Okay. Though it's supposed to be a secret, it seems like Kusakabe knows it. It's a cursed energy technique that automatically reflects the things you touch. It won't be torn apart like a simple domain too. Though it won't have any effect on complex domains like Infinite Void, it becomes handy against simple curse techniques, like the one Sukuna has, but it won't let you be unharmed since it's not a technique that can oppose the output of domains. But it won't let you be unharmed since it's not a technique that can oppose the output of domains. Okay. It's enough. Oh, it's enough. Gojo can heal his curse technique with the reverse curse technique, so he just has to get time to heal. Is that true? Domain expansion again. Wow, okay. Again. Boy, you usually say again? No, this time. Wait, what are they doing? But isn't this a bad option, since if you expand the range of the domain, the quality will become low? It's huge. Pause. But yeah, what the fuck going on, boy? He's trying to cover all Sukuna's range from the inside. How can you change the conditions for the domain this easily? I mean, hey, it's Gojo. Him and Sukuna, they both just changing shit. Changing they just changing the different conditions in their domain and all that. You feel me? It won't be destroyed from the outside, but it's useless if you lose from the inside. Did it fail? It looked like it cracked. Everybody's watching intensely. Wait, the barrier is little by little. It's closing? It's so small. Damn, what the fuck? That thing's small as hell. The intensity is increasing in the battle of the strongest. No break next week, which is great. Let's go. Damn, we're really go. You know what's crazy? We're really gonna. Well, if you read the scans, I mean, I'm not reading scans. What are you talking about? But if you read the scans, when they come out like on Wednesdays, Thursdays, shit like that, anime also comes out on Thursdays. So we get the chapter and we get the anime episode. I just gotta make sure I don't slip up like in a reaction for the anime to like, if there's something that kind of like intertwines with each other. This color panel is pretty cool though. I like that. But they made that shit small as hell. I'm trying to. How does that work? This is some science shit going on. We're gonna get some science stuff next chapter, right? Because like, okay, let me read. Okay, but isn't this a bad option, since if you expand the range of the domain, the quality will become low, right? It's huge. He's trying to cover all of Sukuna's range from the inside. How can you change the conditions for the domain this easily? It won't be destroyed from the outside, but it's useless if you lose from the inside. Yeah, I wonder what, like, how is this, like, what's, That's another thing, too. I don't think they're not going to be able to see shit anymore, right? I wouldn't think so. But look at this. They changing the sizes of the domains, different conditions in the domains, a short hit effect, and a whole bunch of different shit. So it's like, I mean, like, since Sukuna's domain is an open domain, right? I'm trying to like think of, so with Gojo, he basically condensed it by increasing his inside of his paws, big paws, it ends up decreasing it, like decreasing the size of it, kind of like. I think, well, whatever happens after this, I think this shit's gonna blow up like bad. It's gonna blow up bad. Cause he condensed everything inside of there though, so that's interesting. I don't know, I'm a little confused. Maybe because I'm a little sick, you know, my brain's not focused. But let me know down below. Explain this a little bit to me, what exactly Gojo did here. Cause I'm not, my brain not really thinking properly. But yeah. But I'm gonna let him cook nonetheless. I am going to let him cook nonetheless. But that's cool that he ended up using a technique, curse technique, or a technique that's passed down in his family. Shit, I think we heard of that before, didn't we? Falling blossom emotion. I feel like we did. I don't remember. I mean, Gojo said he hasn't done it since he was a kid, but I feel like we've seen it somewhere else before, right? But yeah, that's why it was shallow, because like once it hit him, it's just like, okay, you reflected it basically. But domain expansion, so he did it again. It didn't, yeah, it ends up decreasing. So I wonder what exactly is it that made it decrease like that? Is it just because like he expanded the range so much that since it's already an open domain, it's like it like makes the space more compact, I guess, because it's like if you're expanding something inside of something, like think of like of a balloon inside of like a, I don't know, honestly I don't know, but like say you're expanding something inside of something that's like basically open, like open, but it has a, you know, a certain radius into it. So I guess it kind of like it's one of those things where it doesn't like necessarily mix, if that makes sense. Like they don't really overlap. They just kind of at some point they just kind of break down into like a very small compact like sphere or something. I don't know. Like I said, let me know down below what you guys think. I don't fucking know. I'm clueless. Title of the chapter gonna be something like what the fuck did Gojo do? Or something like that. So yeah, man, let me know how you guys feel about my reaction to this chapter, all that good stuff. Stay tuned. Like I said, next week we're gonna be reacting to the anime all the way through. You already know, man. Tell a friend to peep my reactions to it. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be hype. It's summertime, so I can't wait for that, and I know you guys can't either. But without further ado, let you guys all have a good one. So please stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean. See you guys on the next video, and peace.